When you are broken as a child, your mind builds a wall to keep you safe. But as time passes, you realize the wall didn't protect you from the world. It trapped you inside it. Years later, I finally found a psychedelic way out in the foothills of the Himalayas.
A long time ago, I was backpacking through North India with a friend. One day, while hanging out in a cafe, a hippie traveler kept looking at us. Then, he invited us over to his table. He introduced himself as Polly, a self-proclaimed gypsy from Hungary. Then he asked if we wanted to buy a psychedelic drug called DMT. He said it was a natural chemical derived from the acacia tree. Once smoked, it activated a chemical in the brain that opened a portal into the fourth dimension. He said the trip lasted only 5 minutes, but the experience was something we'd never forget. That convinced us to give it a try. We followed Polly back to his room. He prepared the pipe without a word and held it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're floating in space.
Getting strong today, a giant step each day. All I want in life's a little bit of love to take the pain away. Getting strong today, a giant step each day. All I want in life's a little bit of love to take the pain away. Getting strong today, a giant step each day. All I want in life's a little.
A few days later, I met up with Polly in the cafe, and he told me his story. He said he traveled around India with a band of followers. They all smoked DMT every single day. He said that they tripped so often, they began to notice landmarks that each of them would see while tripping. So Polly decided to draw a map of the fourth dimension. He told me that in a certain part of the map, each one of them would feel overwhelming terror. Polly tripped so often that he began to study that area. Every time he got closer, he would start to feel fear and try to escape. Then he realized the fear wasn't a warning, it was a test. The moment he stopped running, the fear dissolved. So he floated straight up to the edge. There, he found a gateway into the fifth dimension. He didn't go through the portal because he said he wouldn't be able to return to his body, but he understood the lesson. Fear is a gatekeeper. It stands between you and every higher level of consciousness.
Three years later, I returned to Vashist, alone this time. My girlfriend had left me. My friends had scattered. I was hollowed out, racked by anxiety, not sure why I came back here. I looked for Polly, but he wasn't around. So I spent my days on my guest house balcony, smoking, staring at the mountains, feeling sorry for myself. Then one afternoon, the clouds parted over the mountains. Sunlight touched my face. I felt a call.
Come to me and find what you are looking for.
A few days later, I decided to answer the call. I brought along a tab of high-grade LSD. It seemed like the right tool for a spiritual climb. I started freaking out. Every instinct told me to give up and turn around. Then everything grew still, and a white dog poked its head out of the bush. It looked at me for a few seconds, then disappeared back into the bush. I saw it as a good omen, a sign to keep going. As the sun began to set, I came across a clearing. My intuition told me I had reached my destination. Then I looked out over the valley and saw the whole universe laid out in front of me. It was too much. Suddenly I felt a presence behind me. Then it moved behind me again. I spun around in circles trying to shake it off, right on the edge of losing my mind. In desperation, I focused on the fear. It was coming from my mind. I focused on it and traced its source down to my heart. Then the fear disintegrated. Then the fear returned. So I traced it back to its source, and it disintegrated again. I figured I had found what I was looking for. So I started to head back. The fear returned several times during my descent, but it became easy to trace its source and disintegrate it. It eventually became like a party trick that I could activate on command. Back at my guest house, I finally understood what Polly had told me. Fear isn't the enemy. It's a gatekeeper between you and the next level of yourself. And now I knew how to pay the cover charge.
If you feel sealed off from the world, try this. The next time fear arises, don't resist it. Instead, trace it. Follow the feeling downward from your head into your body. Fear usually settles in one of the chakras. Find it. Focus on it directly. The fear dissolves. The present moment returns. This works because fear is just a gatekeeper, not a warning, not a danger, simply